Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room, and we're still working on Rachmaninoff. We'll be endlessly working on Rachmaninoff. No, we won't, actually. It's not even going to take as long as it did Ravel. Believe me, we'll be fine. But let's take the next pile, here's the next clump, and see what we've got here. There's some really cool stuff in here. First, on Telarc, John Adams, harmonium, and Rachmaninoff the bells with Robert Shaw and the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra and chorus. Of course, the chorus is excellent. Of course, the performances are not terribly exciting. Shaw could be. He had his moments, and things like the Verdi Requiem or Handel's Messiah. I mean, he really could do some wonderful stuff. But, the Adams is pretty. It's nice. It's nicely done. The choral singing is stupendous. The bells is just flat. It really is. It's a choral director's version of the bells. You hear wonderful choral singing, beautifully shaped, nice rounded consonants and vowels and things like that need to be round. Some things that are square, but the orchestral playing, speaking of square, is just not interesting. It's not colorful. It's not punchy or powerful enough. The alarm bells, the third movement, forget it. Okay, Symphony number 1. With Piano Concerto number 1, Yevgeny Sudbin is the pianist in an excellent version of Piano Concerto number 1, which is why I have this. The symphony is good, not great, with Lan Shui and the Singapore Symphony on BIS. They subsequently went on, I think, to finish this cycle. I have it in a box somewhere, I'm sure. But I got this for the concerto. I mean, it's nice to see number 1, which is a beautiful work, treated separately and with great love and care. So that's nice to have. Then we've got, what's this? Oh, A Window in Time. Rachmaninoff performs his solo piano works, a technological breakthrough in recreating music roll performances realized by Wayne Stonke on Telarc. So this is on a Bosendorfer reproducing piano that can do those piano rolls that pianists made back in the day. Remember, Mahler did some of his own works and whatnot on these piano rolls. You sat in front of the piano, they made a roll, and then you had this thing called a Vorsetzer, the front sitter thing in German, and you put it in front of your piano, and it plonked out whatever the piano roll did. It was one of the early examples of mechanical reproduction, and here it is on Telarc in excellent lucid sound. Whether these rolls were really accurate or not is a controversial matter. So I kept it just because. Oh, wait, here's a big clump of stuff. Rachmaninoff, all the symphonies, and like orchestral works. We have the Isle of the Dead with Symphony number 1, the Rock with Symphony number 2, the Symphonic Dances with Symphony number 3, the Bells, the Spring Cantata, the 3 Russian songs, which are wonderful, by the way, all with the Philadelphia Orchestra and Charles Dutoit. Now, these were subsequently reissued on Eloquence, and they suck. Oh, they're boring. Oh, they're indifferently recorded. They're sonically challenged. There's nothing absolutely wonderful about them anywhere. I mean, really, this was a mistake. It was a terrible mistake. Dutoit was at the height of his Dutoiteldom in the days when these were made, in Montreal, and he was, he could do no wrong, and, Gramophone would scream about anything he did because it was Decca. And Philly, of course, had the wonderful, pedigree in Rachmaninoff's music. And so they thought, put them together. They will make fabulous music. Well, they didn't. They made boring music. Boring, not well recorded music. Oh, this was such a disappointment. I kept it. I keep it because I think it's important to hang on to things. It really is. Sometimes you want to keep even not so interesting things because, first of all, I need them professionally as references. I go back, I do listen to them to confirm that they're as dreary as I always thought they were. And then also because we need to have them for purposes of comparison. So yes, there they are sitting there. And like I said, they were reissued on Eloquence. And I think we may have some of those too. I may actually have multiple copies of this dog of a Rachmaninoff cycle. Yeah, okay. Then we've got, I like this set a lot. This is the Preludes, Opus 23, and it's all the Preludes, and 6 Moments Musicaux, Opus 16, and the Morceau de Fantasy, Opus 3, which has the Prelude in C-sharp minor in it, and the Prelude in D minor, and Lilacs and Daisies, the melody, the Oriental Sketch, and all that good stuff. This was an early Virgin Classics release with Dmitri Alexeyev. And I really enjoyed it when it came out. I have to say, at the time that this came out, which was 1993, I wasn't as into Rachmaninoff piano music as I later became. And so this was like one of those sets that really set me going. I mean, I always had the Ashkenazi preludes and I had the Weissenberg preludes, so I was pretty well off for Rachmaninoff preludes. But these were just beautiful, very well recorded, back when Virgin was a thing. So that's cool. Oh, and then we've got, yes, the three symphonies with Slatkin in St. Louis, his first cycle on Vox. Very good performances, very well recorded, totally idiomatic, natural, beautiful, wonderful to listen to. And, they all got reissued recently by Naxos, which now owns Vox. So you can get them, and they're really good. And then we got this fun disc, the Symphonic Dances and the Isle of the Dead with Enrique Baptiste and the Royal Phil. Now, Baptiste and the Royal Phil did a couple, wild recordings. These were recorded by Brian Culverhouse, I think, who did Chandos and all that stuff. They're really fine sonically and exciting performances. Not subtle, no, rough and ready, but boy, were they exciting. He did the Respighi three-tone poems as well and stuff like that. And gosh, they were fun. And this is fun. And I'm glad it's still around on Naxos. It really just to turn it way up and let it blast. And it's a blast. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.